So I purchased the iPad Pro this year in January, and like a month later I also bought the Apple Pencil, and since then I've been using it. So here are my thoughts and like a review of the Apple Pencil in 2022. I'll tell you what I use it for, what it's good at, and that should help you decide if you actually need one. So let's just get into it. First of all, I need to tell you what accessories I use it with. So at first I have this rubber grip that slides on the pencil. It still allows you to charge the pencil normally, so you shouldn't worry about that. And it just allows you to just use it and grab it with it's more comfortable to hold the Apple Pencil. And besides that, I also use the rubber tips. And the simple reason for it is that I hated the sound and feel when the Apple Pencil touches the screen. The clicky sound is just kind of weird in my opinion. And this is what it sounds like without the tips. And this is how it feels and sounds when you actually use the rubber tips on the Apple Pencil. It's not only the sound but the feel as well. I could also buy something like Paperlike, but I don't really like that because it kind of makes the screen look weird. I mean, you don't really have the glossy look anymore, which I like, and Paperlike isn't really an accessory for me. Anyways, I purchased the pack of 50 pieces like these, and it seems like a lot for the pencil, but if you use it normally, they just wear off rather quickly. I noticed that in about a week, one is gone, so you have to replace it. These were all purchased from AliExpress, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a rubber accessory, so nothing to speculate here. And also, if you consider cases for the iPad, just keep the pencil in mind, because not all of the cases enable charging for the Apple Pencil through it, so if something literally blocks the magnetic strip, it will probably not work. So here are some of the things that I absolutely like about it. And the first one is the palm rejection, and it just works well. Like, it never happened to me that it was distracted or that I had to keep my hands out of the touchscreen while using the pencil. It just knows that you're currently using the pencil, and it's not going to recognize the palm of your hand, of course. And of course, all of the other features that Apple advertises, like the pressure sensitivity, the tilt sensitivity, the very low latency, it just makes you feel like you're using a real pencil. It's just really nice and smooth, of course. But I also love the double tap feature, and it's pretty much when you're using the pencil and you double tap the side of it with your finger, usually with the index finger. And I made a specific video talking just about that and how you can customize it, what features can be used with this, and it's kind of limited, to be honest. Like, there aren't many things that you can choose, but there is definitely something. In most cases, you are switching between some elements. In a lot of apps, you are double tapping to switch to eraser and to switch back to the pencil when you're drawing, or it can be something else as well, but yeah, just take a look at it. You can, of course, customize it in the settings in the Apple Pencil section. Yes, you definitely have some options which you can use and what you can actually use this feature for. Another kind of intuitive feature is the corner swipe, and you have the left and right corner, and it pretty much allows you to choose between two options or just disable it altogether. But I have it from the left corner. If you swipe up, you get the screenshot, and that's very simple and very quick. And you also have the quick notes, so I use that and have that from the other corner. I don't actually use it a lot, the screenshot probably a lot more, but it's definitely something. Like, the quick note, it's a good thing, but it just uses the stock notes app on the iPad, which isn't bad if you use it for your main notes. But I use Notion, for example, or GoodNotes for written notes, and I don't want to mix it up, so I don't really use the quick note, to be honest. What I don't like about the pencil, though, is when you're trying to type the text in and you have multiple options, and it just happens to me a lot that I use the Apple Pencil for some things, and then I click on a text field with my finger and it just doesn't make the keyboard pop up. I want to use my fingers, and it just expects me to use the pencil to scribble there into the text field, which is good, of course. but sometimes I just want to get to that. I just want to use like a real keyboard. And if you would like to use the actual keyboard with the Apple Pencil, like literally just use the pencil to tap on the individual keys, you can still do that if you click here on the more options and click on the keyboard, but only the small keyboard is going to pop up. So yes, I guess it's better because if you had like a whole keyboard on the screen, you wouldn't really use the Apple Pencil for it, but these are just the options that you get with it. Other cool features of the Apple Pencil include typing into any text field. That is the scribble feature, which I talked about. The scribbling is kind of okay, the recognition as well, so it just really depends on what you're writing and how good your handwriting is. And also on the languages, because of course if you have and use English, then the recognition is going to be the best, but I'm not sure how it works for individual languages because there are many of them, and I'm not really sure how well that it actually recognizes it. There are also some great features when using or like editing written text, and I don't mean like written with the pencil, but actual typed text. So if you, for example, want to select a word, you can just double tap it with a pencil, just like with the finger, of course. And if you triple tap it, you're going to select the whole line or paragraph. And there are also some other things. For example, if you draw a line or like a circle, the word, it's going to select the text. And it just works kind of well. It works in other apps as well besides the regular Notes. But of course, the best integration is going to be with the stock Notes app. Also, if you, for example, just literally scratch out one word, it's going to delete it. Well, it would probably be faster if you just double tapped it, selected it, and just like removed it. That's also possible, but yes, you can just use your Apple Pencil like this to like scratch it out, and the word's gonna be deleted. So another very intuitive feature. One thing I also noticed is that, well, at first I need to say that I'm not even sure if it's a placebo or not, but I feel like the stock iOS apps, like the Notes, or for example, when taking a screenshot, I mean, in general, in the stock iOS, it is a bit smoother to type and scribble on the screen with the Apple Pencil than the third-party apps like GoodNotes or Notability. Like I say, nothing scientific going on in here, not like a real comparison, but I kind of feel like it's a lot smoother with the stock apps from Apple. Maybe there is something to it, and just let me know what you think about it. I mean, if there is something that you noticed in like a similar sense to this, then let me know down below in the comments. Yeah, I would be really interested to hear if I'm not the only one. But the only app where I really use the Apple Pencil is the GoodNotes, which is a very good app. It is paid, but it's like one of the best when it comes to note-taking. The Notability is like the second one, or they're both really good. And if you should buy it, it really depends on you. If you are like a person that wants to like not really just type their notes, but also use it for like drawing or using it to like write text literally. I mean, it just depends on who you are. Like if you are for the digital notes, but you're not like completely digital, like typing it in, then maybe it is for you. If you want to draw, then probably Procreate and some other apps are going to be great for you, and Apple Pencil is kind of necessary for it. I don't really draw, so I cannot really give you my honest review or my perception on it. But yeah, this were all of my thoughts. Everything what I wanted to share is here. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if there is anything that you'd like to share, or let me know, just yeah, the comment section is there. You can leave a thumbs up. You can subscribe so you see more videos like these. And yes, we can see each other in the future. Have a great rest of the day, and thank you for watching.